Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for supporting this channel. If you wish to support us, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. So Kimani Ichungwa's obsession with Raila Odinga seems not to be ending soon. It seems, from what I've seen and from the video that I'm about to share with you, Kimani Ichungwa is overly obsessed with Raila Odinga. But I understand his move because right now, what he's going to experience is akin to what William Ruto and the Rift Valley people experienced when Raila Odinga decided to down his tools or decided to play a low profile in matters of aggressive politics. After the truth that was announced yesterday publicly when William Ruto decided to kindly urge Raila Odinga to withdraw the mass action and embark on a bipartisan approach in parliament towards the solving of the problem that is have been bedeviling Kenyans on matters of IEBC, Kimani Ichungwa, Gachagua, Ndindi Nyoro, and a host of other Mount Kenya people have not had an easy time, because most of the time they knew that they would only thrive well politically by attacking Raila Odinga. But this game change and the plan that took them by shock is slowly eating them politically. Kimani Ichungwa talked about a handshake, that William Ruto is not going to provide any handshake arrangement with Raila Odinga. Again, if I listen to Kimani Ichungwa's unfortunate remarks when he was doing his press at his office, Kimani Ichungwa was answering questions which he had not been asked. I remember him talking about, 1, no handshake, 2, trying to address the issue bipartisan, while Kenyans right now understand that what bipartisan approach is all about.
The president has not even met with Raila Odinga. He has not even spoken to Raila Odinga, leave alone meeting, leave alone a handshake. Therefore, there is nothing touching on a handshake. The bipartisan approach is an approach that looks at the interest of the country over and above the partisan interest. Because I may have my own interest from the Kenya Kwanza side, or the Kenya Kwanza interest. Azimio may have their own interest that may not necessarily, the partisan interest may not necessarily be the interest of the Kenyan people. And therefore, we are looking at a bipartisan approach that will carry the interest of the nation above partisan interest. And that's basically the definition of the bipartisan approach, other than the partisan approach that could be leaning towards one side or the other side. And it has absolutely nothing to do with a handshake. I see there are some quarters who are very excited that there is a handshake. I can confirm to you there is no handshake.
And if I remember what Raila Odinga kept talking about regarding IEBC formation or restructuring of IEBC, Raila mentioned something to do with partners being put on the table to make equal decisions on how to formulate that constitutional body. But Kimani Ichungwa is reading from a different script. And the script that Kimani Ichungwa is trying to read from is again a misguided script. I think Kimani Ichungwa's previous unfortunate step of attacking Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's Northland farm is still bedeviling him. Maybe he's still suffering from that mistake, that shameful mistake that he did when he decided to attack Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's farm and stole those sheep. And that's available in the political domain. And I think all people saw this move, and all people understand. So what we're trying to address here in this analysis is these unfortunate remarks by Kimani Ichungwa. I think Kimani Ichungwa right now could be talking on behalf of Gachagua. Maybe all is not well. They had expected a different approach, an approach that would have been them attacking Raila Odinga consequently or consecutively. But Ruto have given them a thing that would make them think twice on how they approach Raila Amolo Odinga politically. So unapata kwamba saizi politics za Kenya Kwanza zinaenda chini. Malala, one of the people who is going to suffer in this new dispensation is Malala. The second person is Aaron Cheriot. The third person is going to be Ndindi Nyoro. The fourth person is going to be Kimani Ichungwa. Their obsession with Raila Amolo Odinga going forward inamaanisha kwamba hawataweza kuachieve agenda yao. Gachagua atakuwa hatakuwa na kitu cha kusema because every day it was all about Raila A, Raila B. I remember seeing Gachagua almost daily since last week report to office at around 5 a.m. I think that we used not to see previously, because what would Gachagua be doing at 5 a.m. in the office? So these events going forward ni kama hazitakuwa. Kwa sababu gani? Raila decided no more maandamano until these people deliver. If they don't deliver, then we'll take it back to the streets. And perhaps this explains why I saw a tweet from Babu Owino when Babu Owino said, "These talks must not fail. My supporters and myself are more than ready for round 2. We have a permanent solution for tear gas for all our supporters. Containers already arrived and kept safely. Meanwhile, training continues." And that message was a caption of a certain picture that Babu Owino shared. I remember previously there was another Twitter handle who said, "DPP RG withdraws cases against 6 Azimio MPs at Kahawa law courts. Set to withdraw over 200 cases against protesters arrested during anti-government demos." So all these are one of the things that Kimani Ichungwa does not understand, kwamba itawachanganya going forward. So ladies and gentlemen, do you consider Kimani Ichungwa's remarks as being relevant or irrelevant? Kindly share what you think about that below the comment section. And once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.